Donald Trump is on his first foreign trip as U.S. president, and his schedule is packed in a bid to boost his foreign policy agenda. President Trump is off to 5 countries. He boarded Air Force One with First Lady Melania less than an hour ago. His first stop, Saudi Arabia. So what is the significance of President Trump visiting Saudi Arabia first? We spoke to political analyst Salman Al-Ansari with the Saudi American Public Relations Affairs Committee. He says this will be a symbolic visit.
Trump's visit to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has an unprecedented strategic importance, not only to the region in the Middle East, but also to the whole world, specifically when it comes to such critical themes like global security and combating terrorism, etc. So I think this visit is not only symbolic for the future of Saudi-US relationship, but also it has a lot to do with building new foundation for Muslim and Arab nations to be having a completely new page with the United States when it comes to having some kind of consensus to combat terrorism and the challenges that we are facing. Right now in the Middle East, as you all can see, that a lot of areas in the Middle East are in turmoil, and there are a lot of terrorist militias going here and there, specifically from the radical Iranian regime. And those challenges need to be faced decisively with the partnership of the world powers, specifically the United States. So I think Saudi Arabia, the people in Saudi Arabia and the government are all very excited to receive President Trump. It's a very historic move to have the U.S. administration to basically choose Saudi Arabia as the first foreign trip. That in itself signifies that there would be a lot going on between the two nations, not only Saudi Arabia and the United States, but also between the Muslim world, the whole Muslim world with the United States.
We know the president will be meeting with King Salman in a series of meetings. What are they expected to discuss? We understand there's going to be a signing of a $100 billion arms sales deal in addition to some other key initiatives.
I think we need to, before we go there, I think we need to highlight what is on the Saudi plate. The Saudi plate has a lot to do with a new vision, the Saudi Vision 2030. And part of it is to basically 50% of the military expenditure are targeted to be nationalized within the kingdom. So I think most of the deals, we are speaking of actually way over than $150 billion deals. So it's not going to be only one-shot kind of payment. It's going to be like for the next 10 years, definitely. And part of the Vision 2030 is basically to nationalize the military manufacturing within the kingdom. So there will be a lot going on with regard to transferring the military technology to the kingdom of Saudi Arabia to have the Saudi citizens to be more equipped with knowledge of how to manage things. But when it comes to a broader economic partnership between the United States and Saudi, I think it's very well known that the golden rule for the Saudi-US relationship used to be called oil for security. Right now, with the dynamics of the energy, with the changes that happened in the energy market, and also for the fact that Saudi can actually carry its weight when it comes to security, and it has been proven in Yemen, etc., the golden rule of oil and security has changed to a new rule, which I can call it trade and security for trade and security. So it's going to be a very positive and healthy relationship between the United States and Saudi Arabia.
Tell me, regarding Iran, Iranians are going to the polls today. What specifically does the king want from the U.S.?
Okay, I think what we need from the United States is very simple: to talk the talk and walk the walk. That's precisely what we are looking for, because we used to have before with the former U.S. administration, they used to call Iran the global terrorism sponsor, but they never acted upon that fact. So what we need to see is more of an action-based approach when it comes to basically dealing with the Iranian regime, because right now we can see more than 75 radical militias are operating just in Iraq, and they are all funded by the IRGC from Iran. So, and also in Syria, we have Hezbollah operating there. We have issues in Lebanon. We have issues of Houthis in Yemen, and they are all supported by Iran. So there must be a need to have the United States and the global countries and the world to be basically facing terrorism, disregarding the sects that those militias are following, because you need to always face terrorism with decisiveness and nothing but decisiveness.